Welcome to the spoiler zone, where we break down movies with no fluff, just pure details. Today, we're diving deep into Joe Dirt, 2001, a cult classic comedy that blends adventure, humor, and heart. If you haven't seen it, strap in, because we're spoiling everything. Let's get started. Joe Dirt, played by David Spade, is a mullet-sporting janitor with an unbreakable spirit. As a baby, he suffered from a skull deformity, leading to a permanently attached mullet wig. At age 8, his parents abandoned him at the Grand Canyon, leaving him to fend for himself. This traumatic event shapes his journey as he spends years searching for them, believing they had lost him accidentally. He grows up in a series of abusive foster homes before running away and eventually landing in Silvertown, a quiet, small-town paradise, where he meets Brandy, Brittany Daniel, and her dog, Charlie. However, Robbie, the town bully, constantly harasses him, jealous of Joe's connection with Brandy. Joe's story is told through a series of flashbacks during his interview with shock jock Xander Kelly, Dennis Miller, at a Los Angeles radio station. His adventures include working as a janitor, escaping from Buffalo Bob, a serial killer who forces him to reenact the Silence of the Lambs scene with lotion. This unwanted fame brings Joe momentary recognition but does little to aid his search. Joe also befriends Kickin Wing, Adam Beach, an unsuccessful Native American fireworks salesman. Joe's marketing ideas help turn Kickin Wing's failing business into a thriving enterprise. Further along his journey, Joe works with Clem, Christopher Walken, a former mobster in witness protection who, despite being a janitor, displays impressive heroism when saving students from a mustard gas explosion. Clem's presence provides Joe with a much-needed father figure, reinforcing his belief that kindness is reciprocated. As Joe continues his quest, he discovers an old childhood memory where his sister yells at him, revealing his real last name, Noonamaker. This breakthrough leads him to his old home in Baton Rouge, but his parents have long since moved away. Despite this setback, Joe remains hopeful. Meanwhile, the radio audience initially mocks Joe's misfortunes, but his relentless optimism and kindness win them over. Returning to Silvertown, Joe finds that Brandy, who deeply cares for him, had found his parents years ago but hid the truth to protect him. Joe is devastated when he finally meets his parents, played by Fred Ward and Caroline Aaron, and realizes they intentionally abandoned him, only pretending to care now because they want to boost sales for their novelty clown figurines. Enraged and heartbroken, Joe storms out, cutting ties with them. Despondent, Joe contemplates suicide, but Brandy intervenes, admitting her deception and confessing her love for him. Just when it seems things are looking up, a police officer accidentally lassos Joe, causing him to fall from a bridge. He wakes up in Brandy's house, surrounded by his friends, Kickin Wing, now a wealthy fireworks mogul, Clem, who has fully assumed his new identity as Gert B. Frobe, and Charlene, a former love interest who has lost 2 fingers in a gator wrangling accident. Brandy has also retrieved Joe's beloved Hemi car and introduced a new dog, fathered by Charlie. As the group celebrates, Robbie arrives to mock Joe, claiming that no one wants him in Silvertown. Clem steps in, threatening Robbie, affirming that they are Joe's family. Robbie challenges Joe to a race, but Joe's car easily outperforms Robbie's, whose vehicle breaks down in humiliation. As they drive off, Xander dedicates a song to Joe on the radio, marking his triumphant moment. Joe Dirt was initially met with negative reviews, with critics dismissing it as lowbrow humor. However, over the years, the film developed a cult following due to its quotable one-liners, offbeat characters, and David Spade's charming portrayal of the underdog hero. The movie's themes of resilience, kindness, and never giving up resonated with audiences, leading to Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, which premiered on Crackle in 2015. That's Joe Dirt, a wild ride of comedy, tragedy, and unexpected heart. It's a story of perseverance, proving that family isn't about blood, it's about the people who stand by you. Whether you love it or think it's just another goofy comedy, its impact is undeniable. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like, subscribe, and drop a comment on your favorite Joe Dirt moment. This is the Spoiler Zone, signing off. Until next time, keep your mullet strong.